musicality.
Hello. Hello, friends. You like this angle, eh? And this jacket? Bro, there's a whole lot going on with this jacket that you ain't seeing. I got stuff on my back too, but I don't want to get up. But yeah. The only thing that will make this kind of better is like if you could see my mic, or I don't know. I kind of like the angles some streamers have where you can see the tabletop and everything, but I don't have enough space in my room to provide that kind of angle. Now, I also haven't eaten yet, so I'm gonna turn off my webcam and my mic, and I'm just gonna eat for a bit. Oh, you saw it on my snap? Okay, bless. But yeah, pardonnez-moi for a little bit. Gonna mute myself.
Musicality.
Drop that heat. Musicality.
Hello again. We're back. Man, oh man. We're gonna get started now. I ate most of my food. Sorry that it took so long. I hope you appreciate this theme, Harry. Fuck. Almost dropped my controller, had to catch it with my legs. I know you can't hear the game right now. It's because I want to listen to this song. I want to hear this song to its finale because it's great. And this song marks a legacy. A true legacy. So we're gonna wait until the song finishes and then we'll start. I'm just crazy, don't mind me. Yeet. Music bopping, bro. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm satisfied. Is this loud or is it just me? Okay, you can have the game audio. Game's gonna start soon. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, Hari-chan. Oh boy. Well, let's begin, shall we? Oh, I swear to God, I have skills. There we go. So I'm not gonna look over the truth bullets. Okay, that's a lie. I am gonna look over the truth bullets. Cause I need to just recap myself on what's happening here. So we have our boy Nekomaru, who took an L. And his body, his robotic body, was supposed to be like super strong, right? Probably like the most physically strong out of everyone else. But we found his body in the Grape Tower, which is inside the funhouse. So his head has a massive dent in it. It's damaged beyond repair. That's probably what was the cause. That's probably what the cause of death was. His arms and legs were dismembered, but they're actually designed to be detachable. But they're separated due to severe impact. Okay. Many of his functions seem to have shut down. His body and left leg were tied in metal wire. He has that good night button, which causes all of his other functions to shut down. That blue stuff is not blood, it's oil, but it's basically the same thing to Nekomaru. We have this tipped over pillar with a blood stain on it, or an oil stain on it. So I'm taking a guess that is the murder weapon. But we have this brand new looking hammer as well. It's completely clean. I suspect it might be from the armory, because we haven't really been exposed to any of these tools. And same with the chains as well on this lock. So the chain was wrapped around the handles at the door of the back of Grape Tower. But for some reason, the killer was able to enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. Akane heard a rumbling sound at 5:30 a.m. and a bunch of small stone pieces were scattered underneath Nekomaru's body. And Fuyuhiko saw Nekomaru walking towards the first floor at 5 a.m. Coincidentally, at 5:30 as well, this clock went off super loudly. It distracted just about everyone else in the Strawberry House. Kazuichi, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko were all occupied by this clock. But Nagito was apparently the only one who didn't hear it. The elevator is broken, or at least at the Grape House side, so the last person to use it would have arrived in Grape House. And the button in Strawberry Hall was also broken. Now, we may have an idea why or how the killer was able to get around easily without using methods of transportation, because of the sudden death game that Nagito played, or the life-threatening game, I mean. And basically, a perk that he got after completing that game enabled him to essentially teleport around the premises of Strawberry and Grape buildings, Grape houses, whenever he wants. Like, he could just teleport. He could just fast travel, but for real. So that's why he suddenly appeared in front of us when we were in Strawberry House. The compass's needle spun 180 degrees. Yamatoshi, you messed up the line. It's England is my city. Come on now. Let's see. The compass's needle spun 180 degrees while it was inside the contact elevator. So he turned? He turned? The clock's arms are stopped at around 7:30. And this clock is supposed to be like much more accurate than a regular clock. So probably the only reason it stopped is because he died. Broken doorknob. One of the doorknobs from the far back door of Strawberry House was missing, so this doorknob was originally attached to that door. I have an idea of what might have happened, but I'm not completely sure. How's it going? I'm chilling. Okay, so those are all our points. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I think this trial is gonna be hard though. I don't think I'm ready for this. I don't think I'm ready.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Okay.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Who done it?
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh boy.
I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go. Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Oh no.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
You've been playing Minecraft?
Today, because I'm going to be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Akane,
Oof.
you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
You're about to send me something on Twitter?
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before
Hey,
7 a.m.
I'll check
I headed over
it.
to Grape Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
What?
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House. We went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. Someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
Bruh.
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Well, The weapon is obvious, right? What the heck, you guys?
Nagito?
The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking.
Yeah, but the weapon wasn't the hammer.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer!
No, it ain't the hammer.
The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
It looks like that's the case, but
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
Kazuichi, you
I
dumbass.
guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there to see.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer!
question is-
The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating.
Fuck.
Damn it!
Okay, so I
Guess
have a
we should
feeling
figure out
I'm
the
not
weapon
supposed
first.
to.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar.
Pillar fragments and then tipped over pillar. Yeah, there's that. And then... No, we need tipped over pillar.
Huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
Ah, shit.
Damn it!
No, it's not.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, we'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
No.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangster? Me?
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys. I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Alright, Kazuichi. Alright.
Seems that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
Hold on a sec. Wait, what are you making, Yamatoshi? It's fucking impossible to make it on your iPod. On your iPod? Are you in Minecraft Pocket Edition? Hold on a sec. Some fancy shit. You're just gonna send me a video? What the hell is this? Hold on. Oh, I see. Send me this video, boy. Well, I'll see it when it's open, I think. I see.
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon!
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
What?
We tried to move it, right?
Well, maybe they broke the pillar with the hammer. I don't know.
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then
I mean,
even
maybe
if
he did it by
Nekomaru
accident.
could've lifted that pillar, that's nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Okay.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you... I'm getting
Alright, so
hella
this is definitely
excited.
the point
There's
of it.
no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
No, that's wrong.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Oh, you sent it?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask
You guys, the same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Bruh.
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito, what the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, There's a way.
It's
for
like
it
2 minutes
possible.
long. Okay, I'll watch it in a bit.
A specific
Maybe at
item?
the intermission.
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen.
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
Bruh.
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst, which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark davas of destruction.
I see.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
Why do we need to do that now?
Still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the
And I'm
funhouse,
speaking facts
right?
yet again. No.
Then I think it must have something
No,
to do with the
nigga.
structure of the funhouse.
No.
Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Alright, calm down,
Faux show.
Kazuichi.
I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
Faux show. Okay, what's the contradiction?
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place.
I mean, the walls are different colors.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
Damn it!
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place.
I mean, the walls are different colors.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
In truth, Strawberry Tower are actually the exact same place.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Oh my god.
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that
And what if it
mean
was?
it's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building.
Bow down.
What is it, Sonya?
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
What do you
Well,
mean?
we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While
What?
we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Bruh, that's so ridiculous. Why is this an argument? Why is... This isn't a rebuttal.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Bruh,
Moving
Monokuma
the
isn't
body and
allowed
the
to...
pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the power of the pillar of the body. He could have moved it
Oh,
all
fuck.
easy as pie. It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar of the body, everything at the crime scene? He could have moved it all easy as pie. It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar of the body, everything at the crime scene?
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the power of the future. The pillar of the body, everything at the... He could have moved it all easy as pie. It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar of the body, everything at the crime scene?
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten.
Tell me why.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar of the body, everything at the crime scene?
Tell me why.
It seems you have forgotten.
Sonya about to fist someone's asshole.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar of the body, everything at the crime scene?
I'm pretty confident that it's this point that needs to be.
It
Fucking
seems you
cut
have
through.
forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar of the body, everything at the crime scene?
Allow me to cut through those words!
Allow me to cut through those words.
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all right.
That's right,
A fired
bitch.
up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
Damn it, Kazuichi.
So what really
You're
happened?
annoying me.
Does that...
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the E-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
Chiaki said,
I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. Tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
Oil is pretty
But
hard to
then it
remove as
wouldn't mean
well.
anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determines something.
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
Oh, what's that? The life-threatening game?
I see!
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint
Oh,
is what I saw
whatever he saw
after
when he
I
went through the
cleared it.
hatch.
In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window.
Oh,
waited.
the window. What was through the
All
window?
by
He never
itself.
said.
From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
Took a picture?
Yep. See? This is it.
Show me. What?
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking,
You should be able to see
then
something
there's
else in the
lots of
distance.
things that don't make sense in this picture, right? Then let's begin. Shall I call it
Hey, McNerd.
time?
How you doing? How you doing? What doesn't make sense in this picture? The fact that there's nothing here.
The structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was. Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle, which means if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
I see. And is that it?
What else doesn't make sense?
Crap! Crap! Here!
Trees?
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should be.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
Who's the main suspect here? We don't have one yet. We're solving the mystery of this funhouse that we've been trapped in for the whole
summary,
chapter.
This is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not. Are you saying
it
that
underneath?
Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a
I wish I could
simple
see that
mystery
picture
like
again.
This. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already.
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What
No,
does it
that's
mean?
wrong. logic die. Oh god, how do I do this again? Okay. Oh no! Ah, that just appeared out of nowhere. Okay, what's the first question? Do Strawberry House and Grape House both exist? Yes. That's such a vague question, though, to be honest with you. Oh! No! Are the Strawberry House and Grape House the same building? Or two different buildings? I believe they're the same building. And one is just like underneath. Shit! Vertically. So we thought it was horizontally all this time, but it's actually vertically. Yeet!
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
Got it. Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Crap!
Oh, oops.
I see!
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located.
Strawberry House.
Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh snap! I never expected
Oh
that the two
snap.
houses would
Maybe
connect in front
Sonya
of
is
them.
best girl.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
No.
It's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Take that back.
Then what
Oh,
about
I'm
the
sorry.
towers?
Who's best girl?
They arranged vertically,
Yamatoshi.
just like the houses?
Who's best girl?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body
Whenever
in
the
both
elevator
places?
moves, the floor moves as well.
Aw, your precious yammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
Oh, definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out.
Yeah,
till she
get
notices
Senpai to
me.
notice you.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a...
One of the not dead options. I mean, my best girl before was Mikan, but she got
You mean
killed.
a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
But what kind of spare parts
So
would you be
which one
finding?
was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
Was something like that even possible?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my...
So which one was the fake?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
No, it's not
I'm
possible.
gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
Damn it.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Oh boy, I'm about to get my first game over.
Mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent!
Can I see what the... I need to see what the Monokuma File 4 says.
Magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
Damn it, there's the game over.
Damn it!
I miss Mikan, bro. But Shiaki, you know, Shiaki's pretty good. But she just seems like a main character, you know?
We will never give up!
But, bro, Sonya, she might be best girl. She might be best girl.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
No,
You mean a
Kazuichi,
fake
you
body?
stupid.
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Fuck. There's not really anything to contradict there, so I'm pretty confident
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
it has to be that first.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
What could it be?
I'm
What
gonna
could
solve
it
this mystery in a
be?
flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Fuck. We're just circulating through them now. Oh man.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Really?
that's
It was that again? So broad.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said... Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower.
I didn't even remember that.
The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much
Unless
more
he was
convenient
stupid.
for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers.
Maybe it was
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that?
Ah, you're about to give me Hangman's Gambit now, aren't you? Yup. Elevator. Elevator. Easy. Easy. Give me an E. Give me an E. Yay. Give me an L. Come on now. Oh boy. Oh, I messed that up. I really did. Oh my god. Are you serious? Ah, my T's. Why are they going so fast? Y'all got me pressed, bro. Give me an R, stupid. Thank you.
I got it! You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
The floor is the elevator,
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator.
and it must be linked to the floor
Which
elevator.
means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
Maybe it
And a picture of
rotates.
a grape on the far back door when you enter from
Maybe it's a
Strawberry
rotating
Tower.
elevator.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was...
Okay, but maybe it's just
There
the
are
floor.
too many strange things.
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
I see!
I see.
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And
And
why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
I see!
Only the floor moves, baby.
that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
The floor is lava.
Which
The
means
floor
the
is
whole room
lava.
wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
So we falsely believed that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, Monami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Wait, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with
By the way,
Oh boy.
what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right? The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse.
Ooh, snap.
The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building.
Funhouse, baby.
The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other? If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality?
Let's look at our map.
Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator.
Okay.
And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses
Well,
are
the
on
compass,
exact opposite sides
when
of the tower.
Kazuichi took it into the elevator, it turned 180 degrees.
What does this mean?
So I just need to make sure that it is the right truth bolt I'm picking here.
The two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's wrong.
First try, baby. First try.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Oh, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180
It did a full turnaround.
degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other
Whoa,
side.
that's trippy.
Which means the exit would be on the opposite side
That
once you
is
arrived at the other
trippy.
house, right?
Ooh boy.
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like
Now you know
something
why it's
from
called the
an
Fun
amusement
House.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all! You're inhuman!
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know?
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily. I see!
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve corps student,
Oh, come on.
quite knowledgeable. I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
I mean, Grape House is a hexagon. So, I mean,
Crap! Crap!
fuck. So what is it? What? Time's up already? Is it here?
Here!
What? I have questions.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the four-sided strawberry house is on top of the six-sided grape house? If you cut a four-sided shape out of a six-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
Oh.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learn?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the Funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed.
So they have to
using
be
the
smart
building
to do
structure?
that. It can't be
That's why
Kazuichi.
the
Kazuichi
killer
can't
tried
be
to
the
keep us
killer.
from learning the mystery of the building, but more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon. Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Okay, since we're at intermission now, let me take a look at this video that you sent me, Yamatoshi. You know what? You can watch it with me. Alright, so what have we got here? Got this interesting looking place. Oh boy, oh my eyes. Oh my god. Stairway to Heaven? Wait, did you build this? Oh. What? What's going on? Bro, I feel like this is like the stairway to heaven that you have to go to before you fight Arceus in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. And we got what is it, another portal? Is that what they're called? Oh. Bro, there is so much. What the hell? That is crazy. Like, I'm actually impressed. GG, Yamatoshi, that is a thick building. That is thick as hell. And you made that? You made that, my guy? That's crazy. Jeez. Alright, what does Monokuma have to say?
Okay, everyone, all together.
Alright, let's save. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Hello! I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy.
I hate Monami.
But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead. Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
That's not what you've said on other occasions.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others
boy.
for one's
McNerd, are
own
you still here?
desires, even
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Oof. Oh no. Wait, another game over? Fuck me.
We will never give up.
So what is it then?
Oh well. I mean, the killer who used the building structure.
But is it really
There's no. What happened to the bastard? He's right. I was sincere.
Reed.
I'm disappointed. I see.
It's fine.
Anyway,
How they.
He was horribly damaged as if he was beaten senselessly with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure.
I see. That's it. I think he
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone
door
off
that
in
was
the
chained
first
up?
place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the first floor, the door on the fourth floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
Oh boy.
But my...
Falling from the 4th floor is the only thing that makes sense.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
then how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open.
Okay.
Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is
So what
on
do
the
we have?
1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible,
Yep, impossible
to
to shove
shove off
off.
the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator
Moved.
from the 4th floor to the 1st
Possible
and
to
made
shove
use
off.
of the drop.
Moved.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving
And
object
moving
inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator...
What are the other accounts? Rumbling noise. Most Fuyuhikos. And that's just
is on the
times.
1st floor. You can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
Contact elevator.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this?
Oh my gosh.
After locking Mekamaru inside they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
Well,
When the elevator is on the 1st, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you? As long as there's a moving up, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is on the... You can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
When the elevator is up, you can't go through the door.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up.
Then, how about after locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor and made use of the drop?
Hold on. Did you? As long as there's a moving object, the other door won't open, which means the elevator. That must be the
Let
threshold.
me try and
of that
move.
elevator.
When the elevator is up, you can't go through the door.
It'd be impossible.
Then, after locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
No, it's not that easy.
Damn it!
When the elevator is on the 1st floor. You can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
When the elevator is on the 1st, you can't go through the door on the 4th.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim.
Then, how about after locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop?
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking
Why don't I
they
try
moved
broken
the
doorknob
elevator
on
use
the
of
first
Hold
one?
on. Did you? As long as there's a move, the other door
Either
won't open, which
broken
means the
doorknob
elevator wouldn't have
or
moved either.
strange
That
feeling
must
in
be
the tower.
threshold of that.
Ah, I'm not. Time's up. Fuck.
We will never give
So
up.
dumb. That's so dumb.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Damn it!
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
Oh, you took a shower, Yamatoshi? I watched your video.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Damn it!
When the elevator is up, you can't go through the door.
It'd be impossible.
Then, after locking they moved the elevator and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you?
As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open.
Which means the elevator wouldn't.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside,
Ah, I thought that would be it for sure.
Damn it!
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the and made use of the.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has as long as there's a moving object?
That was pretty impressive, my guy. Ah, fuck.
When the elevator is on the first floor,
You can't go through the door.
Yeah, that
It'd be
structure was pretty
impossible to
impressive.
shove
You
off
built
the
that?
victim from up there.
Then, after locking Nekamaru inside the they moved the elevator from the and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside. The other door won't open.
What? Huh?
Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is on the, you can't go through the door. It'd be impossible. Then, after locking they moved the elevator and made use of the.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sense as long as there's a moving object inside?
No,
That's really
wrong.
what it is? Fuck. Stupid.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekamaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekamaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode.
It's not even done yet? My guy. Where are you planning on going with this?
If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him.
I see. So that's how.
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes.
You're gonna go into detail later?
That's what I was
Oh boy.
about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
Bro, his face. Tie him to the doorknob. That's what I've been saying.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is.
The hammer is suspicious.
isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Yes.
Agree with that.
I agree with that.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekamaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop.
I'm hyped,
The
Yamatoshi. I'm
elevator
hyped to
moved
see
while
it.
that loop part hung from the doorknob.
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Nekamaru with the wire while he was in sleep.
Bruh. Wild.
Tied the tip of the wire into a
Wild.
knot. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and suspended Nekamaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like.
You better not finish that sentence!
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves.
You fucked up so many times. Bro, I can imagine that
They
took
created a
forever.
drop so Nekamaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
What is it, Kazuichi? What is it?
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that. Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall. Even if
Yeah,
they
that's
suspended
curious.
Nekomaru from, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that. Now's the time. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain that moving the elevator with Nekomaru is just impossible. End of story.
I don't know about all that.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
What?
Crap! What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? Crap! What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Crap! What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the moving the elevator with Nekomaru is just impossible. End of story. What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain moving the elevator with Nekomaru is just impossible. End of story.
What could it be?
What? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Crap! What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with is just impossible. End of story. What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
It's still not that?
Crap!
Bruh,
What?
watch me get another game
Nekomaru
over.
fell on his own?
How?
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Crap! What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to him. Now's the time. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain moving the elevator with Nekomaru is just impossible. End of story. What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Crap!
Oh no.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode. Allow me to cut through those words.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make it, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that
Damn.
unexpected for the killer too?
I'll still kill this man.
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
I see. So that...
You finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
No, I believe you
Bruh.
gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
Did he hit the pillar first?
I see! When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Oh, yeah, half right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know!
But they just said they went to the tower at 7 a.m. But did they find the body at 7 a.m.? Oh boy, coffee time? Bro, why? Why you having coffee?
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it!
Okay, we discovered the body before 7 a.m.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did something. Probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's. That's gotta be it!
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
It's not that. Fuck. Oof. Oof. Upsetty. Another game over. Why
We'll never give up.
like this? Tell me why. Tell me why.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest...
Okay, let me see, okay, that doesn't say when he wakes up by default.
was set for 7:30 a.m.
Ryuhiko said what?
Amaru died because of that alarm, right?
This time of death and the time to buff. One of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it!
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
I've taken more than that.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's was set for 7:30 a.m.
Ah. Fuck.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
And I heard a rumbling noise at 5:30.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for... $7:30 a.m.
No, I think I did that already.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m.
What was Ryuhiko's account again?
I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru was set for 7:30 a.m. Crap!
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
This time of death and the time. One of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tamper. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it!
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's was set for 7:30 a.m.
Ah.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm.
This time of death and the time
Upset.
to body. One of those must be an.
Killer probably did some tamper. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it!
We headed for Grape before 7 a.m.
But the alarm inside Nek was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm.
This time of death and one of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tamper. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
That's gotta be it! We headed for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
But the alarm inside was set for 7:30 a.m.
It's not that either.
Crap!
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
This time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
That's gotta be it!
Man, I'm about to get another game over. Oh.
Headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
Tell me why.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm.
This time of death and one of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
That's gotta be it!
for Grape Tower.
I don't know what to do. Gosh, I'm upset.
We will never give up.
Hold up. We farming owls, boy? Stop that. I had to look it up, my guy. I honestly don't understand.
Before 7 a.m., I insert.
But the alarm inside was set for 7. Nekomaru died.
His time of death, and one of those must be an
Killer probably did some. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
No, that's wrong.
Pressed, bro. Pressed.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand.
Maybe all the clocks are intentionally half an hour behind. Maybe not by the killer, but maybe by Monokuma, making it another reason why the tower is the ultimate weapon. Oh shit, I fell through. What's the first question? What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? The time in the building. Oh gosh, that's a hell of a jump. I can't make that. Wow. Hello? Okay, there you go. Jesus. Are you serious? Oh my god. Okay. Okay, next one. I think it was just the building's clocks. Yeet. Oh no! Are you serious? Bro. Crest. That's crazy, huh? That's crazy. Yet another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. I'm really farming owls. Jesus Christ. I'm in the building. Now for the crazy jumps. Okay. Buildings clock. Fuck. Which house had the wrong time? Both. Holy shit. Soon we'll be able to craft the L sword. I'm gonna need you to stop, sir.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
Yeah, how much was the time on?
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow?
If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
Oh, Akane heard it, didn't she?
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used?
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
I'm sorry, but if this was a crime in real life, the cops would just stand there and be like, "Hey, let's drop the case." Dead ass, bro.
Well,
Dead
a huge
ass.
body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane.
I see! Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However,
Damn.
for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious, so they can lure out just Nekomaru. If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. The radio clock, right? No, I'm talking about the radio clock.
Damn it! I see!
That's it! The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m.
Hey,
for
big
that
head.
activity, right?
How you doing?
But if they messed with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time. That wouldn't affect Nekomaru. This radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
When I witnessed
Precise
Nekomaru...
time, my guy. Wait, Yamatoshi, my
If I
guy.
recall,
Honestly,
you witnessed
you are
Nekomaru around
absolutely
5 a.m.
right. The police would just
And
be
if
like,
that time was
"Nah,
also
I'ma
2
head out.
hours
I'ma head out,
it should
bro.
have been 7 a.m.
That's you good.
Yeah, that's
Killer
pretty
can
much
get
it.
away."
At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early! He didn't even ask you yet!
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the
Thought I was going for a third one. Come on.
Ah, jeez. That's, well,
Get out!
what
Not
was
playing.
it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
I'm
Are
playing.
you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it. It's incorrect.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the
Me and
peanut
Megan in
gallery.
a conversation.
Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Hey, how did that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Oh, Gundam came out, didn't he?
Who's the bastard?
So I know for sure Fuyuhiko and Kazuichi was there. I think Gundam was there too, so that only leaves Nagito.
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If
Bruh.
I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't. You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House, but I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too. I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it?
What you still don't know? Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Hangman's Gambit. Okay, what do you have in common? D? D? Oh. Oh, the deluxe house? Bro. So are they soundproof then? Or no, they're deluxe. Ah. Oh my goodness. Deluxe rooms.
Nagito, Sonya, and Chiaki. The three of you were... If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using
Wow.
your reserve course student talent? Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
So those three have an alibi.
Well, that fact just now is a very
Wait. Nagito, Sanya, and Chiaki have a firm alibi. Gundam, Kazuichi, and Fuyuhiko were held up at, they were held up by the clock. And Akane said she heard a rumbling sound, so that just leaves Akane. She's got the weakest alibi. Wait, what? The deluxe room should be the clue. What, so is it Sanya? I'm gonna get it wrong. That's who I want it to be. Gundam?
Gundam? When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Nagito's a dick.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention
I didn't realize he was staying in a deluxe room.
There's only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me? After you saw Nekomaru until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest,
Can we get an L?
the killer still
No
needed
L's
to
yet.
prepare the murder in advance.
like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with a...
Oh boy.
In order to do that, which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off.
So
And
was it a
they
suicide
were
then?
supposed to stay in their
If
room.
Gundam has an alibi,
Which
so to
means
speak.
they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room, just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone and checked the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi. I was in the lounge. So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument? You
He's so just.
Do you understand the situation
He's so
you're in
petty.
right now?
My guy.
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a second.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening.
Gundam is saying truth? Oh my god.
Hey, what do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring.
Bro.
So stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
Bro.
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
You said opening act again!
I stand with Gundam. I hope this nigga dies, bro. He needs to die.
Completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
Let's see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Great
I
House
know
control
how.
panel. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which
I'm sure
means
Nagito has
your
some thoughts about
assumption
that.
is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction. That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot return to Strawberry...
Since I was at Strawberry,
Oh, I know.
there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you... Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Bada bing, bada boom.
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know. What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method.
Yes, I'm
right?
still playing. It's only been like, okay, it's been like 2.5 hours, but bro, these trials take a long time.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House.
Run, Harry, run!
Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Oh man. Here we go.
However, what if the killer was
That means you'll
unaware of
finish
the
the fucking game
existence of
soon.
the final
That
dead
ain't true. I'm still on the chapter 4 trial right
There's
now.
no way they didn't
But
know.
tomorrow we'll start chapter
That is
5.
merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion.
Nagito's the ultimate clown.
Value
Oh my
your
god.
life. You should stop.
Yamatoshi, my guy.
There's no way I can stop.
You say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Oh boy.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
What? Why couldn't
Even
I?
if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Oh my gosh. This is actually
Even if
hard.
the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Are you serious?
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
Yeah, mash that X button.
I already proved the secret passage exists.
Uh-huh.
The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
Try providing the evidence that the killer went to the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blood, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light. Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blood,
Allow me to cut through those words!
Allow me to cut through those words. Disappointing swordplay. Shut your ass
Wire
up.
used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
See,
Damn, he looking kinda shook now.
normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the
Oh,
clocks in the
I don't have
building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan,
Get
they
Gundam.
wouldn't have been able
Beat
to
his
lure him
clown
out.
ass.
I'm going to continue
You know.
summarizing the case, okay? through this.
He's like, don't interrupt me
Successfully
again,
lured
stupid.
Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower.
This man
There's no
said,
way
hey,
he could fight head-on with the robotic
listen to
Nekomaru.
me.
So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You, what did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's
Wait, hold on.
wrong with the...
What did you say? Without fighting him.
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
What is going on?
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What did
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumption!
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
Oh man.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a... Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. You must provide a reason that will persuade that human.
I cannot finish. quite the statement, isn't it, Harry?
Either of those yet.
Bro, my man is just watching now. He doesn't even care that he's being spoiled.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
Oh fuck.
You weakling! This pressure. Show me the cadaver! Amen! You weakling! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so this is the end?
Oh. Fuck it, I have nothing else to do, so I just got high end game
Even
here.
if you didn't get
Bruh.
behind Nekomaru, as long as you have the power of the hamsters, you keep
The
with
power of the hamster.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
I mean, that's not
Of
impossible.
course, that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
They're very smart hamsters.
Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses.
Alright,
You
so
cannot find peace without
what is your
sacrifice
argument?
Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance.
Yamatoshi,
with
who
your
is this
own
clown?
two
He's the real
hands.
clown, not Nagito. Of course I still have to do this. What is that? What is that blue? Damn, boys got caught. Is the pillar, damn it. The lounge clock's alarm. Time for you to go see Nekomaru. Nekomaru's weakness. Wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet. Yeet. Eat. Next stop. Gundam spoke only truths this whole time. I'm gonna need you to stop. Yamatoshi, stop. Truth hurts. Stop this. Stop this, Wakabi. Stop this now. Truth bullets hurt worse. Oh boy. What's left? Who's in the lounge? It's early morning. Danganronpa without Gundam? Nah. Nah. Last lap.
Here's everything that
Alright,
happened in
here
this
we go.
case.
You miss him already?
Let's first
Well,
go over
you know
the
what?
many
It was
tricks the killer
fated to
prepared
be.
before they
You
committed
know what?
the
He
crime.
looked like a killer.
First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon.
Bro, I think
which you can enter
Sanya
once
or
you clear the
Akane is
final
gonna
floor.
die.
This
Like,
means
maybe not
the killer
now, but, like,
discovered the
next
secret
chapter.
of the Funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru.
Bro, he even sits down like a Yakuza member.
According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m. By that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So
And
he
now they
decided
all
to try
die
going
now
to
because
Strawberry
Gundam dies? Get your ass out of here.
But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then
Jeez.
destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall.
Okay.
With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out.
Gundam is a true warrior, you'll see.
The lounge's wall
Bruh.
clock alarm started ringing at 5:30.
Cleverly planned, TBH.
Actually 7:30.
Yeah, honestly, bro, Yamatoshi, like you were fucking saying before, if this was like an actual like case and police had to fucking solve this, bruh, it wouldn't happen. it would not happen.
That was all.
Maybe if you get like a PI,
He woke
like
up
a
while
really
he was
good
still hanging upside
private
down,
eye
so he couldn't help but sway his
on the
body
case.
powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the
investigator.
doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is gun.
Jeez. Oh, he looking like a whole fuckboy there. Ain't gonna lie to you.
That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe.
Believe it, as Naruto once said.
Killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Yikes. This is definitely like a C or D. Yikes!
This result
Yes,
isn't
show
all
him
that
Gundam.
exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened?
I kinda
Will
think
you make the
as
right
fuck, but she
choice
kinda
or
cuckoo.
the dreadful
Not really.
one? Please pull the lever. Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part.
Bada bing, bada boom. Ding ding ding. Winner, winner. Gagne. Oh wait, no, it's winner, gagne.
Yahoo! Yeah! Nice!
Now then. Jeez.
Fall, my tears. Listen well. How pitiful. Fine.
He fought.
Damn it!
This, too, must be the will of causality.
You.
Let's make history.
Damn. Damn. He could have run away or even called for help, but he did not turn his back. Wow.
That is.
Let me tell you this. yet!
Could it be?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
This scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great one.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
Gundam is anime as fuck and I love him. God damn, I like this scene.
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness.
This
and
man,
even the
what?
gods
This man
themselves
is the main
fear
character of
me.
Chunibyo.
I do not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
Okay, he's kind of right about that though.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
And then he used a cowardly tactic.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Let me tell
He
you
duked it out
this.
like a man.
You weakling!
Fuck, this whole fight is shonen.
Fall, my tears.
Oh man.
If you flinch, you will die! Let me ask.
Dog eat dog.
Fine.
Cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Your blood will drench the foundation of the empire. Alright, psychopaths. No, I'm kidding.
Listen well. I shall engulf this world. I renounce you!
You.
But
Damn it.
Fine.
He had the courage to die when he needed to die.
Fall, my...
Oh. You...
Let's make history.
Well?
You didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake.
My name is Gundam Tanaka!
What do you mean?
Fade like dust in the wind.
Yes, indeed.
Oh boy.
Wait! I beg of you!
Huh?
I beg of you!
How pitiful.
An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Jeez. Jeez.
Fine. What is it, my four dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my
Watch
feared
them get
four
killed
dark
too.
Devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that
Oh,
my
I
duty
see.
is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing.
Jeez, there's some big dick energy. Holy!
That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got!
It's punishment time. I want death. Alright, so we got some animals. That's about what I expected. Oh! Oh, we got us, like, oh. Some Full Metal Alchemist shit going on there? Bro, you need to get your hamsters out of there. Yeah, okay, there you go. Jeez! Oh. Oh? What's it gonna be? Oh. Some crazy shit. Hello? Well. What the hell? Jeez. Yoshi's Final Smash? No! Stop that! He will be in Smash now?
Damn it! Worst.
Oh.
You are right. You are right.
Ah, Sonya. Or is it Sonya or Sonya? Got them best anime character.
Now then.
He will have his own anime.
Hey, hey!
It's not like that.
Harry would wait until the whole anime is aired, and then only binge it then.
Hey, hey. Right?
Oh man. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. What you mean? I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information.
Well,
I guess they're too busy with other matters. Or maybe they've reached their limit. Hold on. What else did I miss?
Damn it. It's obvious.
What? Fishman Island?
Monokuma appeared!
Now then.
What's this? What's the matter? Hmm?
Well,
Hello.
hey.
Say what?
You don't even know? Isn't that right?
Of course.
Reuse the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making?
Who knows?
Hey. Well, right?
You're getting all riled up. No, no. Shing!
I think that the traitor is Chiaki
Hey.
or Sanya. That is what I think.
Yep.
Right?
No, no. Unbelievable.
Well, you're right. Huh?
Like,
Well,
say what?
you don't know?
Bruh.
Hey. See?
Who are you waiting for on this island?
Hey.
That's...
What do you mean? Does it have to do with that timer? Five days left. Come on. I wanna know. I wanna know. Also, I think I know that AMV too, to be honest with you. Is it old? I think it's hella old.
Stupid fool!
Oh my!
Hey,
Huh? What's up?
I'll pick you up.
Wait, I'm not supposed to keep hearing this. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so this is saved now. So, yeah. We're gonna go to the main menu now. we're gonna end it there because apparently it looks like things are still going down. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. Wait until the 5th chapter, the start of it tomorrow. Tomorrow night we'll be streaming again. Same time, y'all already know what it is. I see y'all are talking about One Piece in the chat and having a blast, but I don't know. I'm about to end this stream, so you can drop each other's ad if you want to keep talking about it. But I'm out of here. It's been 3.5 hours, and that's long enough. If you don't follow me on Twitter, what are you doing? Follow me on Twitter. It's hollow_drone. That's my @. And that is where you can find me and my updates about the channel, if there are any. It's usually not too much, but like if I can't stream or something, I will try to put it on there. So, hey, I'm out of here. Peace out.